Hashachar Halacha Hey. We're starting Seif Ein Dalet 74. Until now, Reb Nosson was talking about Bilam and Balak, who are representing the adversaries who attack Yiddishkeit and take the people away from Yiddishkeit. And he said that this Balak he represents the lusts of the physical aspect of men. Bilam represents the intellectual falseness, the hypocrisy, the sciences, the cerebral. So Lamaisa is a much bigger sheikh than Balak, but he puts himself as a Talmid Chacham, as a this, as a that, and with this he says that's the Balaam has, being his wisdom and in his mouth, he had a way of hiding the entire Torah from beginning to end. You know, it's like they had in a newspaper that wasn't Hawking declared that Hashachar there's no creator to the world. Okay. Hawking, are you smarter than Hawking? Am I smarter than Hawking said? How that is Hina? It's a shtuyot, only why? Because people cannot argue with him, and he's so impossibly more intelligent than regular people. What do you mean he declared? What did he declare? Who is he to declare? What does he know? It's boom, it's chachamim kilot. Like it's a shtuyot, I mean, by him and the atheists, you know, that come up with all these arguments. This is the union of Bilam. And this is because Balak sees that Al Derech HaTeva cannot win against time. So he goes to Bilam, to all the scientists, to be searched on the Torah. And see him Avdalti says like this: V'zeh bechinas v'yomer Moav el ziknei Midian. And Moav said to the elders of Midian. Rashi says v'alo me'olam yusonim zel hazeh. Midian and Bilam and Moav, they had a big fallout. What happened was that they made up. I don't remember if they fight either Edom or Egypt. That the world war. It was a big war. Now Bilam and Midian made a pact. They're going to get together. They're going to make an axis. You know, going to be the allies. Can you pass me my coffee? Yeah. They're going to make an alliance, NATO, and they're going to. What happened was, I don't remember if it's Moav or Midian, you know, came to the war against, I think, was one of the children of Esau. I'm not exactly sure who it was. Sefer Yosef says it out. And lo and behold, the other one didn't come. I think Midian came and Moav did not come, or either. In other words, one of them, you know, stood the other guy up like in a real big way. As a result, they were like, whoa, they were defeated. It was a slam dunk. I mean, just like, and from that moment on, they had a sinner between those Midian and Bilam, and Midian was like, and Moav was like legendary. Comes on Israel, suddenly Midian and Moav come together. They make a bris, they make an alliance all over again. Rashi says, they always hated one another. Moav little Eitzim Midian. Moav went, like the United States is now going to Iran, to go to fight ISIS. כיוון שהאוש ישראל מצחיב שלא כל מיני העולם. He saw that Am Yisrael are winning, and it's not a natural thing. It's not a natural thing. They're like shooting thousands of rockets, and they're not hitting anything. So, and Kal Vachomer in the Midbar. So they said, Manhigam Shel Elu, the leader of Am Yisrael, grew up in Midian. So we'll go to them, to Midian, and find out what's his strength, what's his weakness. Omulam en koicha elu b'fiv. The koich of Moshe is only with his mouth. He's davening. So we're going to counter them also with somebody whose main koich is with his mouth. And he says like this, that's a rule of thumb that you should keep in mind. The main reason the world was created is for choice. The Bechira has a tremendous koyach, has a tremendous capacity and propensity, and it is said in Sfar. And the main koyach of Bechira is possible because Hashem Yisbarach has concealed and hid what he wants, his ritzonos, ba'astoras v'alomas gdolos, with great astoras and concealments. But he just gave a koyach and knowledge by a person. The person should understand on his own. He should go and seek and search for the Ratzon of Hashem. And to cancel out his will against the will of Hashem Yisbarach. Because this is obvious. This world is absolute nothing. Hevel avolim, ein bo mamash. It's nothing. It's a passing shadow. The Koheles started his book. Hevel havolim. It's nonsense nonsense. The whole hakol hevel. Everything is nonsense. The Chazama hevel havolim hakol hevel. Hevel havolim. It's like it's like a breath in the cold weather. That there's like. You see a hevel and it just dissipates and it's gone.
This one.
And David says also, Adam lehevel damo. The Adam resembles, the breath of a mouth. Yamav katzel over, his days are like a passing shadow. And Chazal says, v'lo katzilo shel dekin, it's not even a shadow of a tree. That has some kind of permanence. And but like a shadow of a passing bird. In other words, gone. And all the true wise men, they're coming and they're screaming at the top of their voices countless times. Even the wisecrackers, they're also them. You see that all the days of the person on earth is everything. A person dies every single day. You died yesterday. You're living today. Every single day that I live, that day is dead. It's finished. It'll never return. Just 2 minutes ago, it was Wednesday. We were Uman. We were ready to getting ready for Rosh Hashanah. 2 minutes ago, it's gone. A person dies every single day. That day and that hour that we're living now will never come back. Will never return. That's it. Oid val kem atchil yom hamavet miyom hivoldo. That's the reason that the day of death starts the moment that you're born. The moment you're born, that's the day of death. This is the moment death starts. And the Sforim says, but still, you have to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it with you and yourself and with the friends that listen to you. Calls of Yosef is the oldest and much more than that. The olam is mlashon he'elim, mishon concealment. Kadosh Baruch Hu gave the concealment in the heart of men. Chazal said lashon ha'alom of v'shikcha, a language of concealment and forgetfulness. She'Hashem Yisborah b'chachmos ha'amuko, that Kadosh Baruch Hu with his profound wisdom has brought concealment into the heart of man. So you should have koyach b'chira. I'm going to be a billionaire. Wow. What we're going to do, we're going to have a billionaire. I'm going to buy a yacht. Wow. Okay, what else? I'm going to buy myself a submarine. I'm going to have a submarine. I'm going to go in the water. I'm going under the water. I'm going to glug. It's going to be in the water. I'm going to travel in the water. A submarine. You know? Maybe I'm going to have a submarine with a big window. I'm going to have to watch the fish. And the fish will watch me. I'm going to buy myself a soccer team. Football team. I'm going to have a football team. I'm going to have a football team. You know. My... I'm going to have a house. I'm going to have a house with 400 rooms.
At least.
400 rooms, which means I can sleep in different rooms every single day of the year for a whole year and not finish all the rooms. Wow. בשביל זה יש כוח לעשות ולהעלים ולהסתיר ולהשכיח כל זה. That's why the Satan has a koyach to hide it all and to conceal it all. You know, we spoke about it in Uman, how you know, so we're blowing the shofar every year in Rosh Hashanah. So why? Why blowing the shofar? To confuse the Satan. Why are you confusing the Satan? So he might think maybe that's the shofar of Mashiach, the Great Judgment Day, and then that's the day Kodesh Baruch Hu is going to shechter. So he gets flustered. Then he can't. So I had a kasha like for years. What? He's a little kid. But every kid knows that it's just a shofar Rosh Hashanah. What he doesn't know is just a shofar Rosh Hashanah. What gets him so flustered? The answer is this. It's not him who is being a dumkopf. It's us being that is going to be the shofar of Mashiach, of Geula. And Judgment Day is going to come for sure. This shofar might be it. If it's not it, it's just a temporary reprieve. It's like a doctor telling a person, I want you to repeat the blood test. I didn't like the results. I want you to make some more tests. So what do you think? The last day is not going to come. What do you think? The Rebbe says, there is, at a certain point in time comes a small little thing, that's the thing that's going to lead to the end. That's going to be the beginning, that after that's it, that person is going to leave this world. It can start with a sneeze, it can start with an ache in whatever it is, but something starts, and it's a small little thing, and that's the thing that leads to the end. When you think, a person thinks it's not going to come, it's going to come. The Satan is much smarter than us. If it's a shofar blowing, it might very well be, it's a shofar b'kedusha with the heart, because one day it will be. So that might be it. And a Hashachar. Why? Because he has seichel, not because he's stupid. We are stupid. We think, it's nothing. Nothing. We are the one who are stupid. We are the one who live in an illusion. So he's smart. He realized that might be it. It could be it. So it gets the shocker. אבל כוח אמס ודאי גדול יויס. הכוח לאמס is בוודאי greater. בוודאי אי אפשר להכחיש ולהעלים את כל הנ"ל. You can't deny, you can't conceal the fact that this world is nothing. Have a love all this. It's nonsense. ולא יישאר כלום ממנו ומתאבויסוב ומכספי וזהבה. And nothing is going to be left from the person and from his taivas and from his money, and from his gold. Yeah. The only thing that's going to be left, the only thing that's going to be left is how much effort you put into do the Ratzon Hashem. It's a very important thing to understand and to learn that it's not, this kind of black and white situation. That Lo'olam, you should be 100% just busy with HaKadosh Baruch Hu and forget about anything else. And you're going around and you're screaming at people and says, what's going on? And people say, wow, you're right, okay. And then they go in and then you start serving Hashem and everything goes, everything is peachy from now on. And the point is that every day you remember and every day you forget. Every day you remember 1,000 times and you forget 1,000 times and more. You forget it all the time. You succeed maybe 1 out of 1,000 times. To move away from the time of Sunnah, that's the way it should be. That's the way it needs to be. The Koach HaBechira is so strong that it keeps on deviating you from this Havana, from this idea. And even when you say, yeah, I know, and you have to pass away, and a person needs to pass away, and you can say it 1,000 times in your mouth, and still you go afterwards, you're playing solitaire or whatever. It's or whatever it is the person does. It still comes. It still comes again. There's a new movie X-Men. There's new movie Y-Men. There's a new movie whatever. It's better than all those before. You spoke about the fact that the person passes away, but immediately that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it's supposed to be. Because the main thing is how much you're getting out of it, how much, you're schlepping out from this swamp of darkness, of oblivion, and the kuda, and a kuda, and another nekuda, and a Esbeidus, or a Tehillim, or Shmos Tzadikim, or Likutei Halachos, or Likutei Maran, or Likutei Tfilis, or Gemara, or Halacha, Yechap. It's the Rebbe Yisrael said, Yirgaim Divchanenu, you're testing it by moments. By Rabbeinu, so the Sefer is called Chayei Haran, the life of him, because Rabbeinu lived a full life. Rabbi Nosson said, he says, by him he can no longer say Chayei Moranat. He says, but he had a few days. It's called Yemei Moranat. It's called the days of Moranat. Because every once in a while, Chap a day. Rabbi Nosson said that. He says that by us, Nirgaim Tivchanenu, by moments, the moments of our Pinchas, the seconds of our Pinchas, the milliseconds of our Pinchas. This is it. That's all we have. And it's fine. It's fine. That's the way it's supposed to be. And keep on keeping on. We have to remind ourselves that that's the way things are. That's the way the world is. That's the way that we have to continue. And every single day be mesameach with another nekuda tov, another nekuda. See, the thing is that the reason why people do anything, is to feel good. People want to feel good. You want to sell something to somebody, tell them, they'll feel good. I come to your house, I fix electricity, you'll have light, you'll feel good. The thing is that you buy my car, you sit, the seats are made of leather, smells good, computer, you'll go, you'll show your friends, they'll all be jealous, you'll feel good. Good, bye. It's all based on that. That's it. There's nothing else except to feel good. It's all about feeling good. The reason why we keep forgetting, and the human mind has this incredible capacity to cheat itself. And to twist reality and to convince that, what? To feel good. And the thing is to wake up, be responsible. You have to go to the doctor to make tests, and some tests are, are invasive, whatever you call it, the shtick, needle, whatever. Why do people do it? Because they're responsible. People pay their debts. Why? Because they're responsible. Because otherwise there are consequences. Same thing is over here. It's the on one hand is a temptation to feel good, vis-a-vis to feel good. Feel good. And whatever it is, every shtickle of thing of responsibility you can chap, and get yourself to win over the feeling, the temptation to feel good. We're addicted to feeling good. Do your duty. Do your duty. Do what you need. Do what you need. Do what you need. Do whatever it is that you can. All the time. Another chap another. That's the only thing that is going to be left. All the true tzaddikim that went this road, all their days they looked at what's going to be with the whole thing. Immediately they understood the will of HaKadosh Baruch Hu to stay away from all the taivas. Not only from the excess, from things that you don't need. And even that which looks like a necessity, also reduce whatever it is that you can. And sanctify yourself, make yourself holy, again. I feel the must of the must will also be done with kedusha and with purity for the world to exist. That's it, no more. Because that's the will of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, not because I have a time for that. And since they looked at the real truth and they understood this, and this is exactly what they did. Upershu v'kidshu atzman b'chol yom, and they segregated themselves and they sanctified themselves every single day. B'chol pam kedusha yasera, each time, with greater and greater kedusha. Ad she'olu midarga ledarga v'malo lemalo, and they went from one madrega to the next, and he become holier and holier. And people are sitting outside, are thinking like, okay, so I'm going to do this. What's going to happen? I'm just going to, it's like I'm going to get myself to the corner, paint myself into a corner, and smaller and smaller and smaller until I'm going to stand on my tiptoes. What's going to be then? You don't realize that the more you step away from this world, the bigger the expenses that are opening up inside you. Because there are worlds inside and the worlds outside. The worlds inside are much greater than the world outside. And as you step away from the world outside, you're stepping into a world inside. And there's another door opening, and there's a whole new universe that is opening inside you. And you're going higher and higher and higher still. There are no words that can describe the inner worlds of a person as he steps away from the world outside. The thing is that you got to make a choice. It's either the world outside or the world inside. That's why you notice that, the Goyim that have only this world, their houses are big houses. They have art, they have this, they have a sauna, they have a bowling alley, they have everything in the house. What? Because they have nothing inside. There are no inside worlds, so there's more and more and more outside. You go to houses of tzaddikim over there, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Rav Steinman has a kitchen chair, wooden kitchen chair that he sits on the bed, and the wooden kitchen chair, behind his back, so he can lean out, and he sits and learns. That's it. That's all he has. He could have a palace if he wanted to. And they go from Mal, Madarga, Darga, higher and higher and higher still. Ad she'Hashem yisborach yichem al atekel shmoch et rachmonos on these tzaddikim, v'gilam ritzonai, and he revealed to them what he wants. Ki הם היו מחפשים תמיד אחר רצונו בגיוס ותירס עצום, because they looked to the Ratzon HaKadosh Baruch Hu with tremendous toil, and they worked hard, and they pressed, and they... ועל כן העיר עליהם השם יסבורך גילם רצונו בכל פעם ופעם. Kadosh Baruch Hu lets you know what he wants according to how much energy you invest in looking for what he wants. The more you invest, the more reveals to you what he wants. As much toil as they put, as much hardship that they put into, as much snefesh that they had, self-sacrifice they had. This is how the first one was Avraham Avinu, that went, innocently in this way, the way b'shleimus. He is the first one that understood the will of Kodesh Baruch Hu, the derech HaTorah that is given to us. That the foundation started with Avraham Avinu. Chazal said we found that Avraham Avinu was mekabel the entire Torah. The Torah wasn't giving it; he was already mekabel the entire Torah. Because he worked so hard, Kodesh Baruch Hu let him know how he wants Avraham Avinu to behave on every single thing. There were great tzaddikim before Avraham Avinu, like Noach, Mesushelach, and Chanoich, and the big tzaddikim. Still, Afal Pichen, lo zochu legalos elokos yisborach v'tzonot כמו Avram, כמו שאמרו Chazal. They were not zoich. Why? Because he worked harder. And also, when he was talking, he talked about the heart of Avraham Avinu. What a heart! He's just like, he took on the entire world. He didn't give a hoot, he had Hitler and Stalin and Nimrod. Everybody was there around him. He didn't give a hoot. Not interested. You ever said when you have a heart of a lion, you're not afraid of anything. Gashmis Ruchnis, you just go into the middle of the war and you just schnit everybody to pieces. You're not afraid of anything. So one of the Talmidim said, where do you take such a heart? Rabbi Nachman told him, you have such a heart. The only problem is you don't bahart it. You don't stoke it. You don't wake it up. You don't, I should do more, I should wake up more, I should be able to wake up chatzos, I should do vasikin, I should learn all day long. You're not stoking the flames. Avraham Avinu stoked the flames. That's why he had such a heart. You also have such a heart. That's the beginning. Let's start with Avraham Avinu. Ad kan for today. Sif Ein Daled. Please, yes.